Brianna.
That's my property, and you owe me $1,100.
11. Oh, well, that's me, yo.
This game is gay, man. Let's play doctors and nurses. Corinne, wake up.
Well, hey, Mike, never shake a baby.
What you talking about, Willis?
Have you guys not seen these commercials? Are you strong enough? Never ever shake a baby. Oh my gosh, watch my next story. You might actually learn something, Doc.
Are you strong enough to count to 10? Never ever shake a baby.
New Zealand, you all know who this is, the beautiful Paula Bennett. Tala flavour.
Kia ora, hi.
Thank you so much for being with us today. Sis, I know you're a big supporter of this anti-shaking campaign. What's been your involvement in it?
Well, when I first became Minister and was really responsible for child, youth and family and responsible for those most vulnerable babies, and they are vulnerable when they're first born, I just sort of asked around. I went to paediatricians and the Children's Commissioner and social workers and said, what is something I can do pretty quickly that you think will help protect our children? And they said, raise awareness, do a campaign, never ever shake a baby.
Why is that happening? Why are these people who are meant to care about our kids doing that?
Look, some of it I really think is ignorance, to be honest with you. They don't know the effects and the damage that can be done by shaking a baby forcefully.
You're a paediatrician?
I am.
Can you tell us, why don't you shake a baby?
The first point is that it can kill a child, so it's really important that people are aware of that. I think sometimes in a moment of frustration, if a baby's crying, baby can be shaken, and the consequences can be lifelong.
Obviously, some of these babies can actually die, but what are some of the other worst cases?
Some children can be quite severely disabled. They can have even more minor things that you might not notice, like learning difficulties or behavioural issues or impulse control problems.
Something like that, just which would last for 3 seconds.
That's right, and a life sentence for those caring for these children as well.
Janine, what physically happens to the baby if they've been shaken?
The brain sits within a rigid box called the skull, and the brain, when it moves, when shaken, moves quite violently within that and can cause the veins that go from the brain to the skull to break and to bleed, but can also cause brain damage inside the brain itself and can cause bleeding behind the eyes.
Are those problems that can only be caused by shaking a baby?
But in fact, babies can be dropped or thrown or, in some unfortunate cases, slammed, so it can be other mechanisms that also cause the same problems.
Paula, how can we as a community identify a problem if we feel that there is a problem there?
If you sort of think to yourself, oh, they're a little more emotional, or they're saying to you they're always tired, sometimes it's just to say, I'm not sure how to cope, well, that's a real cry for help. Tell them that when they're most stressing out at 2 in the morning because baby won't sleep, actually you'll take their phone call. Actually, you'll come round.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
You'll take their phone call. You'll come round if they need you to, and it won't be a big deal. It's okay to have freak out moments.
Yeah.
And it's okay to call out for help. So when someone does, let them know that, and then when they do, step up and be there. And that might mean hopping in your car at 2 in the morning and going round. Who cares? Yeah.
Are we talking about people who smack their kids?
No, not at all, not at all. These are the wee ones, yeah, so the really little babies, and those are tough times, man, in those first few months, and you're a bit sleep deprived, and maybe you haven't had the best parenting experience yourself. When you get to that end of your tether, when you've just about had enough, you know, don't pick up that child at that point. Make sure they're in a safe environment and walk out of the room. You know, one baby is hospitalised every 5 days. You know, that's 60 a year.
God.
And that is... it's
It's got chills down my spine.
Yeah, it's not good enough, eh? Yeah, you can't overlove a baby. You know, so it gets me a little bit, to be honest, because you can't love them enough. You can't hold them enough. You know, you cannot overprotect.
You know, it's great we've got the ads, we've got the campaigns, but there's still a lot of work to be done, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Next step is action, and we're working on that next step of the campaign now, and that's going to be, what do you do when you feel really frustrated? How do you ask for help? How do we actually go in there and offer help that's genuine and is all about the safety and protection of that child? Give a damn about what's happening in your house, what's happening in your street. You know, care about what's happening with your family and your extended family. Step up. Step up.
Yeah. That's awesome advice, you know, because I know you're a mother as well.
Yeah.
But that's awesome advice to all the parents that will hopefully be watching this story.
I'm more than just a mother, of course. I'm also...
You're an auntie. It's Auntie Paula, everybody.
Oh no, it's so much better than that. I'm a grandmother, you know.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So I have this gorgeous 3-year-old half Tongan little girl, you know, and man, has she got attitude.
Well, I just want to say, whawhetai, love her so much to my girl Paula Bennett for talking about a topic that honestly, truly does break my heart, and I can see it affects you as well, and it affects the whole of New Zealand.
Yeah,
so, like Paula says, do something about it, give a damn, and here's a website where you guys can get some more information on that.
Great.
Okay? Thank you so much.
Thanks,
Auntie
Sam.
Paula. Passing what?
I'll just give a shout out to R&G and everyone at school.
I would like to say a shout out to the Tamaki students and Babala and to PTE.
And hope you guys have a good holiday.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Just want to give a shout out to Mum and Dad back at home and to my sister.
I'd like to do a big shout out to all the night fullers from Pick and Save, Mount Albert.
Keep the feedback and shout outs coming.
After the break, I catch up with captain of our national ice hockey team.
And I'm back to school with Reggae Group Babylon Rhythm.
Guys, it's time for the real games to begin.
Pacific Beach.